Okay, you've installed the Java Development Kit, you've installed Eclipse, you've installed the Android development tools, the ADT plugin for Eclipse. It's time to create our first program. So go ahead, start Eclipse and just double click like we showed in the other video. You get something like this. Should be blank. We haven't created any projects yet, so we should expect it to be blank. Before we go ahead and build our first program, we need to set up an AVD, an Android virtual device. This is a software emulator of an Android device, and it's where we'll test our programs. So we'll go up here onto Window. Notice here we have some Android specific tools. Let's go right down here to Android Virtual Device Manager. I'll go ahead and click that. It brings us up a little window here. I already have some previously created AVDs, Android Virtual Devices, in here. Let's go ahead and create it. Yeah, and when you start this, you'll probably have nothing here. It'll probably be blank. Let's go ahead and create a new one. So click here, Device Definitions. You'll see this list of all kinds of devices, all different sizes, all different manufacturers, mostly by Google, no surprise there. So what do we have going here? Android runs on hundreds or perhaps thousands of different kinds of devices. So you can go ahead and create many different kinds of devices here. What I like to do, which is great for our class, go ahead and select Nexus 4 here. Nexus 4 by Google. This is a phone with a 4.7-inch screen, about 2 gig of memory. We'll go ahead and we'll select Create AVD, Create Android Virtual Device. So we'll click that. Let's give it a name. We'll call it My AVD. Give it a little underscore there. We'll take all the defaults. For target, go ahead and put Android 4.4.2 API level 19. For CPU, you can use, we'll use ARM right now. We use an ARM CPU. Let's not have a keyboard skin. Go ahead and put no skin. You don't need cameras right now, so we'll leave those out. For a Windows device, notice here, and it gives you a little advisory. It says don't emulate more than 768 megabytes. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we can leave everything as is. So let's go ahead. We'll select OK, and it's huffing and puffing to create our device, and there it is right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and start this device. So I'll go ahead, I'll select Start. We'll scale the display to the real size. We'll go ahead and launch. And notice what we get: starting emulator for AVD, My AVD for Nexus 4 by Google. So it's starting up this software emulator of an Android phone. Be patient with this. It takes a while for these to start and run, and you'll see, you see this. See, there it is. It's coming. You can go ahead and close this box, and there's our phone right there. We'll put it over in the corner and let it start up. Again, be patient. It takes a little while for these to start up. Here, like, put it back on the video so you can see it there. So we'll come back to it in just a little bit. I'll show you ways to get a device that starts up a lot more quickly and is more responsive as the course progresses. For now, let's go with this. So let's go ahead and create our first application, and you'll see this is remarkably easy. So we're going to go over here to File. We're going to go New, Android Application Project. So let's go ahead, and enters in this window for us to add some information. We'll call it application name, my hello. Project name, you can leave it the same. Package name, I like to put com.is413, my hello. You can put almost anything you want in here. Now, here it asks us a series of questions: minimum required software development kit, target software development kit. In IS413, we're not going to get too wrapped up in trying to support, be backwards compatible and support lots of different devices. So just go ahead to make it simple while we're learning. Go ahead and select API 19 as our minimum SDK, API 19 for our target, and we'll go ahead and we'll select, and make sure you select API 19 Android 4.4. That's called KitKat. Don't select this Google API 19. Select KitKat. You can sort of ignore the theme, just leave it as it is. So we'll try to keep it nice and simple. Go with API 19 for everything. We're going to click Next, and it asks us some more questions. It wants to know if we want to do some custom artwork. Not today, another time, but today, so we'll uncheck that. It asks us, do we want to create an activity? And we absolutely do. So leave that checked. And you can leave all the other defaults. Create project in workspace. You can leave these other boxes unchecked. Click Next. Take blank activity, the default. Take these defaults as well, main activity, activity main, and go ahead and select Finish. And as it chugs away, it's creating us an Android application. So here we go. It's actually created our project here. So here is our Android application. It's called My Hello, and here is our Java source code. Right here, and if it's a little slow while it's starting up, don't worry about it. That's pretty normal. Here is code generated for us. Now, the thing I want to call your attention to is, notice here we've created what's called an Android activity. This will be this class called activity will be what we spend our first couple of weeks learning. An activity, simply put, you can view it as a single screen that performs a specific task. That's an Android activity. Now, in this activity, all we really want to do, we don't want it to do too much. In this activity, all we really want to do is compile it and run it. It defaults to an Android application that creates that just simply has a text widget that simply says "Hello World." And actually, just to this is what our application is going to look like. Here's a little software tool that shows you what your UIs are going to look like, and these UIs, these user interfaces, are actually laid out with XML. So here, and we'll get into all of this as we go in the course, but here is where we're going to display Hello World. So we'll go here. Let's see how we're doing with our emulator. It looks like it has started up. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. So here we have a functioning software Android device. So we'll come to this in a second, but let's go ahead and let's run this program. Let's compile, run this program, and then load it to this this software emulator. So to run, go ahead and right-click, and there's more than one way to do this in Eclipse. Go ahead and right-click. We'll go down to Run As, and we're going to run as an Android application. Just go ahead and select that. And you see down here we get a little advisory, says launching my hello. And in a moment here, sometimes it takes a moment or two, in a moment here we'll see this running. There we go. We see this running on our little Android phone. I appreciate it's probably pretty small on this video. All you've really got here is a phone with a single screen. This screen is called an activity, and there's our text label. I can imagine this is hard to see, but it says hello world. Also, the first time you do this, Eclipse will ask you this question. Do you want to show logcat? It's a way to show log messages in the Android environment. Go ahead, click OK, click yes, I do want that. And this is the logcat tool right here. And again, I can actually, here is our Android emulator. So, voila, just like that, you've written, and see, this is a fully functioning phone. Click the home screen, you can show the apps, and these are the same apps you have on your Android phone. But voila, just like that, in just a few button clicks, you've created your first Android app. So I'd like you to actually do this. Go ahead and try this yourself. Watching is one thing, but you learn by doing. So go ahead, try it, and have fun. Okay, that's it for now.